To hype or not to hype? Is that the question? What is good, ladies and gentlemen? It is your boy HMK once again, and I finally finished doing the new room stuff and whatnot, so check it out in the background. But we're here to talk about the Game Awards. It's happening very soon, like less than a week, and it's the 10th anniversary of the show. And a lot of people will think, like, it's time to get hype. Let's get it, the hype train, the Game Awards, the announcements, the awards, the people showing up. But then after 10 years and stuff like, ad fests and constant Kojima. I mean, Kojima's cool. I love Kojima. And wrap it up, and then celebs that have nothing to do with gaming. You would think that people are feeling the burn, but not in a good way, like burnt out of the Game Awards, right? But I want to, think that 10 years is going to mean something in terms of what they could show off. And I think that all of the awards are pretty stacked this year, depending on how you feel about, aspects like DLC or Bellatra. I'm like, I'm just here for the show. I'm here to have a good time. And the thing with Jeff Keighley is that it's always a coin flip with him. You know what I mean? It's always like, hey, you could put on a really good show, or you could put on a really not so good show. You could put on a shitty show. But the fact that he has the capacity to do a really good show always got me. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna give you a shot. I'm gonna give you another shot. I'm gonna give you another shot. But what can show up in terms of the Game Awards 10th anniversary? A lot of people are, theorizing and predicting all these games that we do know about, and certain games that we've heard whispers about, and certain game companies are they gonna show up at the Game Awards? Mainly, Nintendo is like the big elephant in the room, or rather, I should say, the elephant that's not in the room, because in recent years they didn't really have huge announcements. I mean, they have a presence there in terms of the developers that show up that got nominated for certain awards, and Doug Bowser, and then former Nintendo of America president Reggie Fils-Aimé is pretty much an alumni when it comes to the Game Awards. But I want to see if Nintendo's going to have anything in store for a 10-year anniversary, because the fact that they were there so many years prior, and this is the 10th anniversary, maybe Jeff and Nintendo can just, buddy back up and have something cool. But when it comes to very specific predictions and announcements, this is what I've come up with in terms of what could show up and what could not show up. But let's talk about it, and leave your thoughts in the comment section below on what you think could show up. And remember, we're going to be streaming it live on Twitch with the boys, as we always do, and there's going to be many surprises in store from my end. I can't really speak for the Game Awards, but hopefully we'll get something good. And the biggest elephant in the room in terms of, what I like to do, and actually there's two, but the first one is Nintendo Switch 2, or Nintendo Switch successor. Are we going to see it at the Game Awards? Honestly, I don't think so. A lot of people have been hoping, like, Nintendo Switch 2 teaser, a trailer, or anything. I don't think we're going to get anything substantial to that degree when it comes to Nintendo Switch 2, because Nintendo can literally make their own event and say, hey guys, guess what? Nintendo Switch successor, trailer, here. And people would go out of the wazoo to it, promote it and whatnot. It promotes itself. They don't really need to have a venue like the Game Awards, because it's that kind of hype generating, perpetual generating machine and whatnot. But maybe, Jeff could get something out of Nintendo in terms of Switch 2 success whispers, in terms of saying, hey, okay, Doug Bowser, thank you so much, but congratulations on winning Family Game of the Year when it comes to Mario Party Jamboree, Echoes of Wisdom. They got a couple of games there. So congratulations on winning. Thanks, Jeff. This thing is really heavy. So about Nintendo, the Switch has been doing really well. Can you say anything about the successor? And then, Doug Bowser has a few words we're not ready to show it off, but please stay tuned in the future. Be excited for next year. Something like that. I don't know. Right, but I don't think they're going to show off anything substantial when it comes to the Switch 2, right? And here are some of the juicy games that I feel like, if a couple, if not all of these games get shown up at the Game Awards, the 10th anniversary, let's get it started, right? And the first thing on the docket is Resident Evil 9. Now, this has been talked about in whispers for a good minute and whatnot, and Capcom has been really working out in terms of putting out quality games that use the RE engine, the re-engine, whatever. And the fact that Monster Hunter Wilds is coming out in February, I think it's time to, start teasing the next big project in terms of using the RE engine and whatnot, because I mean they got Street Fighter 6 that are, it's popping off right now, and then Monster Hunter Wilds is coming out really soon, and these projects don't really overlap in terms of consumers. I mean, if you're a Capcom lover, then yeah, it does, right? But in terms of gameplay style and identity, they don't really do that, but they only overlap in terms of the engine and the company that makes it. So Resident Evil 9, I think we are due for that. So if they were to show that off at the Game Awards, that's a very big deal. Now, another big deal in terms of something similar that we've just talked about in terms of a company overlapping. Now, this overlaps way more than Resident Evil would with Street Fighter or Monster Hunter and whatnot. A lot of people are hoping, and it is mad copium, Persona 6. Now, it's been a very long time since Persona 5 came out. I'm pretty sure more time has passed between that of the original Persona 5 and no new Persona game, Persona 6 or whatever, between that of Persona 4 and Persona 5. So Persona 6, I feel once again, it's one of those games that is due. And then there's been rumors and leaks and non-leaks and non-rumors talking about the game. And the fact that Metaphor Refantasio is getting all these award nominations. I mean, if Alice is there, I feel like it's a good idea. It's like, oh, thank you so much for this award. I mean, that never really works out because like, oh, then it'll be rigged, right? It's like, you knew you're gonna get on stage and you knew you're gonna show off this trailer, but they're gonna have a presence there regardless if they win or not. They're gonna win some awards. I mean, they might win the big one, but Persona 6 would be a great thing to tease there. Hey, just put P, just put 6, splash it with green, and 2026 or something. 2026 for Persona 6, something like that. I don't know. That would be good. That would be grand, and I would really like it because I've come to really, 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 really enjoy the Persona games. So Persona 6. And speaking of 6, there's a lot of 6s and 4s on this list. Hint, hint. Another 6 is GTA 6, Grand Theft Auto 6. We already have a trailer. We know that's taking place in Florida, which I keep forgetting the name of Florida they do in game. Vice City, right? Well, I mean, it's Vice City plus, because Vice City is based on Miami, right? But it's gonna be like Florida, right? So Vice City and then other regions of the real, not so real state of whatever. The point is, we already got an idea of what this game is going to entail, where it's going to take place, and all the wildness that GTA 6 could have. So, I mean, if we were to get a teaser of gameplay of how wild it is, like in-game running gameplay, not just like a teaser, not just a trailer to show off the identity of the game, that would be really cool. And I'm sure that Jeff could definitely secure something like that, especially when it comes to the modern American audience that really glues their eyes to their TVs everywhere in terms of that stuff. And the world over loves Grand Theft Auto. So Grand Theft Auto 6. So when it comes to the first of the 4 games, of the number 4 games, we have Borderlands 4. Borderlands 4 was announced at Summer Games Fest earlier this year, and apparently there's been a playable build that is available because the game is coming out relatively soon. It's like we have a release date. I'm not remembering it, and then they did something really nice where there was someone with a terminal disease that was able to play the game early. So I feel there is like something that can be shown off. But I mean, if they're not ready, they're not ready. But Borderlands 4 would definitely be something to like, oh, check it out, Borderlands 4 gameplay, and then really get back in it, especially after the movie. Now, this next one is not really a game per se. It's more of an announcement by a specific company, right? And that company is Naughty Dog. Now, Naughty Dog back in the day made some amazing games, but now in recent times they're more known for Last of Us Part 2, Last of Us Part 1, Last of Us HD Part 1, Last of Us HD Part 2 Remaster, and Last of Us 1+2 HD 2D Remix, whatever. But I would hope that if Naughty Dog shows up, they would show off something other than Last of Us, because I mean, like, I'm not really into Last of Us. I'm not saying it's bad and whatnot. I'm just saying it's not as good as everyone is saying it to be, right? Other games did it better. But if Naughty Dog were to come out with a new announcement, listen, my hopium copium, and there's another 4. We do not count The Lost Frontier. Jack 4. No, but The Lost Frontier. No. Jak 4, Jak and Daxter 4, a new Jak game, please. Y'all brought back, I mean, not y'all, but I mean like in terms of the PlayStation 2 era of games, because I mean Insomniac makes Ratchet and Clank. I was just like, y'all brought back your Ratchet and Clank, but it's not the same company. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So please, Jak and Daxter. Give me that. So next up, we're another 4 announcement, and there's only if Nintendo plays ball in terms of being there, is Metroid Prime 4 Beyond. Please, you know, because we finally saw the game, we saw gameplay, we saw the identity, we saw that Silex is back. Give us another trailer at the Game Awards. Get us hyped up. It's coming out next year, 2025, and it's coming out for the Switch. But like, come on. We know that game is gonna probably have like a cross-gen release. Play it better on Switch 2, or you know, Switch 1 and Switch 2. If you get it on Switch 2, you get it for Switch. If you get it on Switch, you get it for Switch 2 for like $10, $5 upgrade or free upgrade. You know, give us Metroid Prime 4. I need to see more gameplay, more of the worlds, maybe more different guns. I don't know about suits. How do you feel about suits? Like, you know, because I feel like, because Metroid Prime games always like, okay, suit 1, suit 2, suit 3, maybe suit 4, all that stuff. Suit upgrade. Maybe a suit upgrade. That'll be neat. Or some type of new gameplay aspect that wasn't in previous Metroid Prime games, because each game like went forward and beyond and beyond and beyond. You know, we had Metroid Prime with Talon 4, and then we had Metroid Prime 2 with the light and dark worlds. To the past, we went to Metroid Prime 3 with multiple planets. So you know, Metroid Prime 4. I don't know where they can go from there. Like I don't work for Nintendo, but Metroid Prime 4, please. Right now, here is another wild game. This is Hopium Copium on the Mopium. Half-Life 3. Like, come on. Do I have to say anything more beyond that? Why did they announce Half-Life 2 Part 3, Episode 3? Nah, but that'd be dumb, right? Half-Life 3. That'll be cool. But I mean, what kind of game would that be if we saw Half-Life 3? That'd be crazy. And then other games include that of the next BioShock, the next Doom, the Dark Ages. I would love to see more gameplay of that. That'll be really cool. And then another next announcement in terms of not really a specific game, but from a specific, you know, creator, is a lot of people saying the next Yoko Taro game, whether it be near or not, or maybe, hey, listen, like, you know, Drakengard remake or something. That would be cool. But the next Yoko Taro project will be really cool, and I would love to see him on stage, like with the meal mask on stage. The game was just like, you know, it's more bandages, more cracks in it, and then like someone helping him, because you know he really cannot see in that. Like, I was there when they were talking about Nier Automata at E3 one time. He cannot see in it. He needs to like be helped on stage. So I would love if Yoko Taro got on stage with this. That'll be raw. Please. All right. Another game includes Wolverine. Now, I know the game got leaked to nearly oblivion, right? But we all know this game is going to come out between that of Spider-Man 2 and Spider-Man 3. And Spider-Man 2 looks like it's pretty much done. They're not going to be doing DLC. I mean, if they do, that'll be cool. It's coming out on PC, all that good jazz. So, I mean, the next Marvel Insomniac project within the world would be a great time to talk about. Wolverine, let's see that gameplay refined, because a lot of people's like, oh, the game looks like trash. I mean, because you're looking at a leaked build of the game. So give us that Wolverine. You know, and maybe have some like cross promotion with Marvel Rivals that just came out, which is really fun, by the way, right? And then another Hopium Copium, Super Copium. Listen, I'm always on the merit of like, be happy for others that are getting hyped for certain projects and play more games, because a lot of people are saying, oh man, they didn't show this game, the Gaming Awards was garbage, or they didn't show this title, this event was garbage. I'm like, play more games. Know that a project is hyped up and desired, even though you're not totally into that project. And then like the biggest example I can think of that's on this list is Silksong, right? I never really got into like Hollow Knight or anything like that, and I understand how good it is, and then maybe I'll give it a shot. And I know there's comments like, you should play, I can't believe you never played it. But you know, I understand how hyped people are for it. So Silksong, like I'm hoping for y'all right? Silk Song, please, because I keep looking at when that thing got announced and where we are in time right now. Wild. Breath of the Wild, the Game Awards Game of the Year winner. I honestly did not wear that shirt for that bit. It just like, I just noticed, I'm like, hey, makes sense, right? So Silk Song. Now, the last game on this list, and it's like getting super hopium copium, so copium, and I will never give up the hope. I'll never give up the hype, the hopium copium, but I know how Jeff is or whatnot. Kingdom Hearts 4. Now, if this game were to be shown off at the Game Awards, the 10th anniversary would be the best spot. But I mean, Kingdom Hearts has never really had a presence at these shows and whatnot. And Jeff Keighley, with what he does with the Kingdom Hearts stuff, just like, ha ha ha, that's so funny. Ha! How's that security doing? But in all regards, Jeff, I feel, has the capacity to show off Kingdom Hearts. But the thing is, in terms of what's going on with the Game Awards and what's going on with Kingdom Hearts in general over at Square Enix, because, you know, I really don't know if we're going to see any type of, like, instance of Kingdom Hearts for the rest of the year in terms of 4, because they did confirm, albeit kind of quietly, that Kingdom Hearts Missing Link got delayed, right, out of 2025. So if that got delayed, I don't know how hopeful to be in terms of Kingdom Hearts 4 being shown off at any type of event. I mean, the Game Awards would be definitely one, like, the big boy to show it off, and then maybe Jump Festa, but I don't know. And I would love it. You guys know me, right? And it's just like that for me is a coin flip. So when people ask me, like, oh, realistically, like, Kingdom Hearts 4, where at? I'm like, coin flip. You have ever flipped a 3-sided coin? You know, more chances, like 1 out of 3 chances, whatever, even less, right? But I would love to be wrong, and the Game Awards is known for surprises, and I would love to be surprised in that. But I mean, like, for me, the copium is high, the hopium is low, if that makes any sense, right? But I want to know what you guys think about that aspect. So that's my predictions when it comes to the Game Awards. But I want to know what you guys think in the comment section below. Man, this went on for a while, but you already know that we're going to stream the Game Awards when it comes live next Thursday. And I hope to see you there for surprises inside and outside the Game Awards and HMK as well. So until the next video, this has been your boy HMK. Don't forget to like, share, and most importantly, subscribe. Until the next one, I will check you guys later.